Now that we were talking about the G scatter. Okay, so here what I have done. So if what I'm used the G scatter function and applied this G scatter function on this car data table. From that car data table, I have used this rated horsepower, MPG, the car truck, city highway, also some the on position or the different the we can say that the variables things. So okay, with this, what this data will give me the some grouping visualization. Okay, as you can see here, let me maximize it. Yeah, as you can see here, I can also see some grouping result. Okay, here if you see this red dot, this is the car city. Okay, which I can say that this on the x-axis, which is on the rated horsepower, on y-axis this is miles per gallon. Okay, so car which is running on the city, what will be the mileage according to the rated horsepower? If the car is running on the highway, so what will be the mileage according to horsepower? So these are some things that we can use with G-scatter app. Okay, so we can simply get idea that what horsepower that has been increased with the increasing horsepower. So some group statistics. For example, someone if doesn't want to use this, the looping function, the like the if functions are there, some switching case there. So what he can do, he can use this war function there. Okay, war function, this war function. Okay, so now I have used this for this column function. You can also use war row function for row wise operation. Okay, so if you see this add function, so this is our data handler, this is our we can say this data handler. Okay, so this is handler of this data, right? For example, with use of this add, and I want to see the some mean values. Okay, so just type the war fun function into the into this column, give this at then mean. I just want to check the mean values. So from that mean values, what I can do, from this car data I can give the input variables some. So what are those input variables? Rated horsepower, mpg, and I again I will applying this on grouping variables, right? The city highway and car truck. So what I can do, I'll get some mean values from this car data table. Okay, as you can see this, as you can see here, this is our result. So if this car is if this car is running on the city, so what will the mean value, what will the group count, and what will the mean values according to the rated horsepower of, or we can say this the miles per gallon. So according to this, that we can get the data, the group count, the mean of the variables on the mean of miles per gallon, right? So warfun function, it simply give you the mean. If I want to find out the mean from particular column, so you can do this using warfun functions, right? Moving forward, okay, so the analysis of variance, right? In MATLAB, there are different ANOVA analysis available there. So one-way ANOVA, two-way ANOVA, and n-way ANOVA. Okay, using this N1 function, you can analyze the variance, or you can analyze the variables, right? So you use this N1 function and apply it on this car data table. So I can do some variance. Okay, I can check some what are the variance available into this car data table, right? So what is the source which are coming from? The vehicle type, the ratio, mpg type, whether it is mpg type or not, the vehicle values, and the total the car or vehicles available there or not. Also, if there are any errors are there, then this ANOVA function also give me this analysis. So simply this is the analysis that I can see on this table, right? This car data table. So moving forward, the box plot. So what I can do, so with this box plots, so box plots are is useful to see the outliers. Okay, to find out the outliers of my data. Okay, for example, I have data and I want to find out the outliers from that data. So what I can do, and I want to visualize it accordingly. Okay, so I can use this box plot command. So I same for the plot command that I have used. So box plot command. So I'm applied it on this car data table, and from that I have used this columns. Okay, and whether it is on the notch or on this color, so this you can give. So this is simply a syntax. So if I want to check the syntax behind of this box plot function, just select it, take help from this MATLAB. So MATLAB will give you complete documentation, right? So how MATLAB, how this box plot command will work, right? This is the syntax that, okay, box plot, you have to use this one variables there, or further if you want to just modification into that, then you can select your variable, the name and the value, right? It also gives you some description there with some examples. So let me run this. So now I can see this visualization. So I have applied this box plot command on this car city, the column car which is running on a highway, truck city, truck which is running on highway. Okay, so these are the column that I have applied box plot command from this. Okay, so here you see this. So this is completely a 20% data that lies between here, right? So this is the line that 50% of data is here. So this is the 75% line. So that data which are lies here, and this is the last which we can see. This is the 100% that data which lies here, right? And the plus sign that you see here, this red plus sign. So these are the outliers, okay, that you can see. If a car is running on city, so how many outliers are there? So using this command, that you can find out and visualize your outliers, whatever the outliers available into this we can say, like, the tables or the variables or the data. So you can use this box plot command, right? Same thing for car which is running on highway. What will be the outliers? If truck is running on the city, so what will the outliers? Okay, and if truck is running on highway, so same thing that I have applied on this columns, right? So using this box plot command, you can find out the outliers. So now I want to extract the data for the curve fitting tool. So what is curve fitting toolbox? So curve fitting toolbox is simply that you can create some mathematical model for it. Okay, some prediction model using some mathematical data, right? So for that, in MATLAB there is a one tool available for curve fitting toolbox. Whatever that the operation that I will going to do this, same thing you can use using some command line function into MATLAB. Okay, for that I just need to create two variables for it first, rated HPCT and MPGCT, right? So I have created two variables here, and again I'm going to the apps tab here. From this apps tab, I'm opening this curve fitting tab. Okay, if I click on this curve fitting tool, so it will pop up me this window, right? So now this tell me that this is the name of that my fit. Okay, and this tells me that you have to select the data which is on the x-axis. Okay, so what data that I want to use is, okay, I want to use it on the the rated HPCT and MPGCT, right? So these are some data that I have selected. So rated HPCT which lies on x-axis, and MPGCT which lies on y-axis. Okay, so according to this x and y axis, the model will create for me. Okay, automatically model will create for me. Okay, with this goodness of fit, right? So if you see this, okay, so this is the fitting line, okay, on this data. So